Do you dream of becoming a world class visual artist? Find out in this episode how a Pinoy artist's passion for art has taken him around the world. Hi, I am Trixie Esguerra, and this is Good News Pilipinas TV. Ang ating espesyal na panauhin ngayon ay isang toy designer rockstar. He is a trailblazer as he made history as the first Pinoy creator for Adidas and a three-time designer toy award recipient. Please welcome Juanito Maiquez, also known as Quiccs. Hi Quicks, how are you?
Hi, Trixie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Thank you
Yes.
very
Kanina
much for...
we
Ayan,
had an audio
naririnig na kita?
problem. Oh,
Yeah, but you can hear me well.
good evening. Yes, I can hear you well now. A while
Thank
ago,
you.
the audio was quite warped. Parang ang baba ng pitch mo. And it was low.
Oh, okay. So iba talaga ang nagagawa ng mga ganitong technical glitches. But, we're thankful for the internet and thankful for Quicks for being here despite your tight schedule. So, Quicks,
No
question
worries.
number
Thank you for
one.
having me.
You are an icon for international toy designers. So, we're very curious. What got you into designing toys? And why not shirts or anything else? Why toy designing?
As early as siguro early 2000s, I would see a lot of Asian artists coming out from Hong Kong especially na they were already making their own toys na-inspire ako na hopefully someday I can also make my own. Very specific yung artists na nakita ko na independently nakagawa sila ng sarili nilang toys. And the common denominator was sila Michael Lau, tsaka Alex Chong. Back then, their works were heavily tied into the hip-hop scene, which I was really into. So since I was a big fan of hip-hop then, and I was also an artist as a child growing up, I've always dreamt of creating my own brand of toys and art someday. So I really gravitated towards that toy culture. Early on, exposed na ako back in my college years.
Wow. And so now you're living the dream, no? So quick
I guess.
for at least for us, yes, you are. So
Thank
quick,
you, thank you.
from making history as the first Pinoy creator for Adidas to becoming a three-time artist of the year and having your own quick special edition Secretlab gaming chair. You've had so
Ito
many
yung upuan
achievements
ko to ba?
already.
Upuan ko siya tonight.
Ayan, see? Ang tanong, anong proyekto mula sa maliit hanggang sa pinakamalaki ang pinakamalapit sa puso mo?
Oo, maraming times na natanong na ako niyan, ano. So, currently, I guess yung pinaka-proud ako na ka-collab ko or project ko sa Adidas. Kasi nag-start ako sa toy design, lagi ko na silang binibigyan ng tribute. So, lahat ng toys ko naka-Adidas shoes. Ito ang pinakaunang-una kong ginawa na toy back in 2012. Naka-superstars na siya. So, throughout the years, up until nag-evolve yung design ko, hanggang naging ganito na itsura niya. Adidas pa rin talaga yung suot ko. So, for me to be able to officially collaborate with the Adidas brand, is a big dream come true for me. So, very proud ako dun sa achievement ko.
Wonderful. Wow, that's a very good how do I say this? Collaborating tips, no, for artists out there also. You can learn from that experience. So Quicks, fans voted for you at the Designer Toy Awards, which is based in New York, for the third
Yes,
consecutive year. With that
yes.
said, by now, what for you are the pros and cons of being a Filipino toy designer?
Uh, I guess I'll start with the cons. Prior to me being known internationally, mahirap kasi they had their own world. The American scene and the Asian scene was heavily, kumbaga, played by mostly American artists, Hong Kong artists, Singapore artists. The Philippines wasn't that known for having toy designers. May iba't ibang artists na nauna sa akin. Pero I believe kahit sila, they could attest na it was hard to be known in this field prior to us trying. Kasi I guess it was also good timing na lumakas yung presence ng Facebook and Instagram for us to expose ourselves during those years, 2011, 2012, 2013, for us to be known. Kung wala yung social media, I guess, very, very hard for us to be able to expose our artworks to the rest of the world. The pros is, since konti lang yung artists dito sa Pilipinas, I guess, madali din na ma-associate of being one of the few Filipinos who started designing toys. Unlike if you started out in the States, kunwari, ang daming yun nakagad. So, I guess it's much harder for them to be well known in their own country since a lot of them are already doing this. Another con would be back in 2012, 2013, I don't think a lot of Filipinos were knowledgeable or were aware of what designer toys were. A lot of us were used to toys, of course, pero mostly yung mga commercial styles, commercial types of toys that we would see in big department stores. The art toys in itself didn't come into the scene, I guess, up until na-expose na yung mga tao sa likes of like Kid Robot toys, si Cos, designer toys, yung mga Baking Ape collabs. No, kadikit siya ng streetwear. So, nung medyo nauso na yung streetwear dito sa Pilipinas, sumunod yung mga other designer stuff, including the designer toys. And, ayun, yung bali yung, I think nakita ko, consequence of being a Filipino, trying to be a designer, a toy designer.
Thank you for those. Now, coming from that, what advice do you have for aspiring Filipino designers who want to be world class like you?
Advice, I guess. The one thing that I found consistent with what we did as a brand is we really stuck to kung ano yung itsura ko from day one, kung ano yung brand ko ng day one. I just ran through it consistently na hindi ako nagpalit ng style ko ano yung uso. I was actually kind of like counterculture na and everyone was into like cutesy toys, girly, na medyo tawag dito, more akin to like the likes of yung mga nilalabas ng Kid Robot before na mas cute lang siya. I wanted to go back to like the earlier 2000s na nag-start yung designer toys with like the hip-hop culture. And ayun, so I really stuck to my style kahit hindi siya uso at that time. And medyo patient yung grind na ginawa ko nun kasi like any other artist would be able to relate on it. You really start with a small amount of like following or konti lang yung eyes na makakita sa works mo. So it's a test of patience too na dapat hindi ka mawalan ng puso na since konti lang yung pumapansin, tatamarin ka na. Dapat hindi ganun. Parang tinuloy-tuloy lang talaga namin hanggang mag-build kami ng momentum, hanggang mag-snowball siya into what it is na. So that's my advice is be very consistent with your style and be very patient with the grind, with your struggles and your gaining of experience through the years as you develop your own brand.
Wow. Thank you, Quicks. Tatlong bagay yon. You talked about consistency, originality, and patience. Wonderful advice. Maraming salamat. Thank you for your time with us and feel free to share with our Good News your upcoming projects or events.
Yes, we're actually concentrating now on NFT-based na game we wanted to develop a video game na not just like collecting NFTs that you will hide in your collections. We wanted something that when you buy it, you can also use it and enjoy it. So the name of the game is Bit Wars. Most of my characters will be available there as a parang fighting game siya. So when you collect my NFT toys, you can also battle with other players from around the world and set up your characters and dress them up and ano kumbaga labanan siya ng mga builds ng kanya-kanyang Maricos, Tech63s, GeoFace. And eventually we plan to expand the game pero this coming first quarter, in a few months time, we'll be releasing that and hopefully you can join us in our new adventure with our new NFT game. And of course, yeah, yung collab namin with Adidas, tuloy-tuloy lang. So that's something that pwede nyo abangan. We have new products coming in and new launches for the year. And yun, yung mga toys namin tuloy-tuloy lang. So we have a lot of new toys that are that will be coming out this year. So all of you can stay tuned for that.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Quicks Maiquez. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Percy.
And if just like me, you were also inspired by Quicks, what particular lesson resonated with you today? Let us know in the comments below. Abangan na aming susunod na episode ng Filipino Pride Newsmaker. This is Trixie Esguerra for Good News Pilipinas TV.